we've got a couple of pretty awesome products in market. After a few acquisitions, we were able to roll out a full stack, holistic yield managing ad server. So we took the forecasting intelligence of Yieldex and built an ad server around it. So we now are able to, on every impression, use Yieldex forecasting, which is used by tens of the largest publishers in the world, to actually decide better which impression to serve to the user. And what we see is significant increases in price and significant increases in sell-through. And so we're seeing, pretty impressive increases over other ad servers in terms of overall yield.
So how does and that's how you differentiate yourself, I guess, or tell us a little bit about the value that you add and how pervasive that product is now.
Sure. So, being differentiated on being able to make people more money is usually a pretty good one. In this case, it's based on some very sophisticated mathematics and simulation. Yieldex actually re-simulates an entire month based on 13 months of past history, based on every line item booked into the ad server. And it works with multiple ad servers, although of course ours is the most integrated. So it's really hard to replicate that level of predictive accuracy. And so it's a very high bar of differentiation. You can't get it from anyone else. And so, yeah, because of that, we make publishers a lot more money. In terms of traction, we've done a number of major migrations from other ad servers over the past 12 months, some very large properties that we're very proud of, and we've done some press releases about that. And we're now actually getting a lot of inquiries from publishers who are on legacy ad servers saying, hey, we really need an ad server that can handle viewability, that can handle deals, that can handle video, that can handle holistic yield management. So all the things we're really good at are now becoming key selling points for publishers looking to the future for their ad stack.
Cool, and Brian, tell us about header bidder. We've heard a lot about it in the press, and some companies doing great, some are not, and what's the value and where do you guys stand in that?
Well, I think, I invented header bidding back in 2009. I'm not sure if I should brag about that. The reason I invented it was because DFP was a closed system. And for a publisher on DFP, your choices for programmatic were AdX or nothing. And SSPs sort of as the end of the waterfall beneath that wasn't a very good solution. And so header was my attempt to allow other companies to compete head-to-head with GDN and AdX. And so now, 7 or 8 years later, most publishers have realized that being stuck to a single ad exchange is bad for business. And so header lowers that barrier and levels the playing field for everyone. Now the challenge for that is that the first iteration of header bidding was more complex, I think, for the browser to render. And so we're seeing now is more technically savvy ways of implementing header bidding. But I think for any publisher, your choices are really choose an open ad stack, like the AppNexus full stack ad server, or plug in header bidding on top of DFP. And we're seeing significant yield increases on both sides. So the Google tax and the cost of using Google as your ad stack is significant. And we have two different solutions that allow you to get out of the Google universe. Throughout our entire lives, the world is becoming programmable. I didn't invent this term. So chips are programmable, cars are programmable, your dishwasher is programmable. Everything can be programmed. And the cool thing about that is it allows you then to layer in logic. So think of the thermostat. If Nest says, hey, you can now send control to your thermostat on your way home from work. If you're within 500 meters of your house, turn on the air conditioning, right? That's pretty powerful. We're doing the same thing inside digital marketing technology. So we're allowing marketers to build algorithms, so use machine learning to predict behavior and upload that model into the ad platform. So the days of black box optimization or trust me it works are gone. Now some of the smartest marketers and smartest technology firms in the world are using machine learning, not tied to a black box, but tied to open standards where they can actually upload those algorithms into their technology platform. And so we're really excited about this. It opens up a whole new set, like imagine messaging a user. If a user comes to my website and doesn't come back for 3 days, then do these things. That's a program. That's no different than if I'm not home for 45 minutes, lock my front door for me, right? These are examples of programmability. We're just using that for user messaging and for user decisioning.
And what's the roadmap for you guys with that?
we've rebuilt our whole platform around it. We're going to launch a brand new buying platform that's 100% built on our own programmable technology. And the best part is you don't actually have to write algorithms. If you use a Nest thermostat, the fact that it's programmable isn't the user interface. The interface is, hey, make the temperature normal. So we're building a platform that uses our own programmability, but offers outstanding outcomes with much less work for traders. And I think it's going to revolutionize how we think of a demand-side platform. We're going to think about, can I program it? And does it use machine learning to give me world-class outcomes? And that's really the thing we're thinking about as the future of programmatic marketing, if you will say that, is really this idea of it has to be programmable.